Lawsuits is Gabby Ray Talker, bringing to you the latest in celebrity news. Recently, there have been updates in Bil Cosby news. Since 2014, there has been an onset of allegations from dozens of women that claim to have been sexually assaulted in some form by Bil Cosby. These accusations tie Cosby to allegations of sexual assaults extending from several decades, from 1965 to 2008. According to Wikipedia, as of June 2016, 59 women have come forth to tell their story of sexual assault, sexual encounter, or rape they allege to have experienced at the hands of Cosby. Out of 59 cases, only one was found eligible to go forward because it had not passed the statute of limitations. This particular case of Andrea Constand versus Bil Cosby, consisting of a sexual charge, was reopened in December 2015 by the current DA of Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, from when it was closed in 2006. During that year, Cosby agreed to making a deal with the Montgomery County District Attorney, who was Bruce Castor at the time. The agreement required for Cosby to hand a deposition to Castor, the DA. Cosby understood that the deal would prevent any further criminal proceedings. To follow, Cosby settled out of court in 2006, in which both parties, Andrea Constand and Bil Cosby, signed a confidentiality agreement. But the case was reopened by the new District Attorney of Montgomery County, Kevin Steele, due to rising accusations by multiple women against Cosby. By December 2015, Cosby was brought up on 3 criminal charges of indecent sexual assault. He was arrested and given a bail amount of $1 million. According to Vulture.com, by February 2016, Cosby sued Andrea Constand for breach of contract that she signed back in 2006. The lawsuit cites Constand is a citizen of Canada. She has no legal obligation to assist police in the matter. The comedian also says she's seeking a return of the settlement money he paid Constand a decade ago. Meanwhile, Andrea has been trying to get the confidentiality agreement thrown out by a judge. In another media report, Constand reveals that she never had a desire for Cosby because she's gay, according to Vulture.com. Cosby didn't waste time after he sued Andrea Constand. He then tried to dismiss her criminal case. Based on his previous agreement that he made in 2006 with Bruce Castor, who was DA of Montgomery County, PA at the time, he placed a request with a judge to dismiss Constand's criminal case. But his request to dismiss Constand's case was not honored because the residing judge did not see it as permissible by law in Montgomery County. Cosby also tried to get the current DA, Kevin Steele, removed from his case after it was reopened, followed by him receiving 3 criminal charges. Unfortunately for Cosby's request, the judge decided against it, letting Steele stay on the case. Then the judge ordered for the prosecutors to move forward with the case, which happens to be the only criminal case lodged against Bil Cosby that abides within the statute of limitation. Besides the one criminal case, Cosby is also facing civil lawsuits by some of his female accusers. Several are claiming that they experienced defamation as a result of their accusations. The civil cases started out with 10 defamation cases. Now only 7 are pending, and here's why. One defamation case was filed by Renita Hill in October 2015, but it was shortly dismissed by a judge in January 2016. A federal judge ruled that Hill 48 cannot try to amend and refile her case, none of the facts alleged by plaintiffs supported her claims for defamation, intentional infliction, or emotional distress under Pennsylvania law. Then another case fell off when Christina Rowley dropped her defamation case against Cosby. According to New York Daily News, Rowley's announcement came a day after a federal judge rejected Bill Cosby's attempt to toss her case out over her alleged 1965 sexual assault. Instead, in June of 2016, the 73-year-old plaintiff dropped her case. Rowley states that she dropped it due to personal reasons. She did not want the court to subpoena two of her witnesses in their 70s and 80s, who she said desired to stay anonymous. Then, the defamation case by Janice Dickinson was discontinued until she can provide evidence. Dickinson said Cosby drugged her and raped her in 1982 in Lake Tahoe, but she did not tell the police for fear of retaliation, according to Rutgers. As a result, in January 2016, the California Court of Appeal ruled that Dickinson cannot depose Cosby until she has proven that she has sufficient evidence under California law to move forward with her defamation claim. So that leaves the final 7 pending defamation cases, and these are 7 women who say Cosby sexually abused them decades ago and then later defamed them, according to a civil lawsuit they filed last November in federal court in Springfield, Massachusetts. According to the Associated Press report, the 7 women claim that Cosby representatives defamed them by issuing a public statement in 2014 saying that their accusations were not true. The accusers are Louisa Moritz, Angela Leslie, Barbara Bowman, Joan Tarshis, Linda Traits, Tamara Green, and Teresa Serengnis. Fortunately for the 7 women, they were granted supportive information for their defamation case. According to Variety.com, in March 2016, a judge awarded them access to Andrea Constand deposition, which outlines her criminal charges against Bill Cosby. But it just didn't stop right there. Cosby is firing back at the 7 women. Cosby filed a counter-defamation lawsuit against them in December 2015 in the U.S. District Court in Massachusetts. Cosby's attorney called the women's lawsuit an intentional bid to assassinate his character for money. He also said it brought him emotional distress and caused substantial injuries to his reputation. But in matters of defending himself, Cosby just didn't stop there. He filed another defamation lawsuit in the Superior Court of California against Beverly Johnson, who made similar claims as the other women. Cosby's attorney said in a statement that Johnson's accusations that he drugged her were entirely fabricated and nothing more than an opportunist attempt to resuscitate her own career. So it looks like Bill Cosby came back fighting with a vengeance. Remember that count of 59 women? So it appears in this case that 58 women waited too long and never should have waited for the bandwagon to come in. Most often, the longer one waits to file a charge, the harder it is to prove it. In this group, only one person made the statute of limitations. And this person actually settled out of court. Now, she's trying to go back in breach of her confidentiality agreement. So only time will tell what will happen here and how the judge rules on the case. This is Gabby Ray Talker. Come follow me on my social networks and come see me at www.isoclassifieds.com. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.